is up, everybody? It's your boy Tino here, and we're here today for another Tuesday night NXT, as it's the go home show to NXT and Triple A's Worlds Collide. We got Trick Williams and Mike Santana, Ethan Page. We got a new NXT Women's Champion and a lot of things to talk about. As it is pay-per-view week, we got Money in the Banks this week also. So we got a lot to get to tonight, but we're not alone here today, guys. We got a guest joining us for NXT, and it's been a while since they've been on the show. I think the last time they were on was for WrestleMania Retro. So let's welcome back from the ATR Above the Ring podcast, the LSB. What's up? How you doing?
Hey, guys. How's it going? The SLB from Above the Ring. Tino, how are we doing this evening?
How you doing?
Another day in paradise, my friend. Another day in paradise. Excited for tonight.
What'd you say?
I said another day in paradise.
Oh, another day in paradise. Yeah, yeah. So, how are you doing? How do you feel about all this wrestling going on? Another pay-per-view week. I feel like we were just here watching Backlash, WrestleMania. It never ends, man. I swear.
Dude, I feel like not in a bad way, but I feel like we're going towards how it was back in 2017, where you watch the pay-per-view every 2 weeks.
Oh my God, I can't. I'm just happy that they're not $40. It was funny because I just did a podcast that I was recording. We were talking about how, like, if they were still $40, like, you would not be able, because, like, think about it this week. Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank would be two separate things. They wouldn't do it together. So probably like $60 this weekend if it was, So shall be interesting.
That's the thing with AEW. It's kind of you're paying $50 a pop, but
but we still have NXT tonight and everything. How do you enjoy NXT? Do you like it on a weekly basis? Because there are a lot of people that sometimes don't really enjoy it, and there are not a lot of people that watch NXT more than Raw and SmackDown. Sometimes I feel like it's better.
So I do prefer NXT to most of the Ron, I like Raw and SmackDown. I actually only really got back into the weekly process of everything when I started doing the TikTok. Guys, Above the Ring is on TikTok. You should follow us on there. I wanted to make sure I knew the product. I do keep into. You probably do things too. You see stuff. Oh yeah, keeping up with it. But when you start to make more content, you're like, I really should be, more in the know-how on everything going on right now.
Yeah. And there's just so much on it. It's hard to keep track. I always say there's just so much on it. You can't watch everything because you wouldn't be able to watch anything else.
Yeah. That's why we have Ethan, who watches everything else.
Where is Ethan at, man?
He's probably watching NXT, doing hockey stuff, living his best life.
Oh, God, I love it. So, how do you feel? Isn't it weird to see Mike Santana on like NXT? I don't know. It feels weird to like see some of these superstars, even like when it's the other way around. Like it still feels weird to like watch like a Mercedes or Adam Copeland or Cope or whatever the hell you want to call his ass. So, how do
I feel? It is weird. It's so. If you told me even 5 years ago we would be talking TNA on a WWE product, I clock myself in the face because I'm like, you're hysterical. You've lost it. This is never going to happen. Mike Santana, he could have gone. I don't know. He was good in AEW for a minute. He was great when he was in TNA the first time around. So it's awesome. We're getting, and this is another brand I'm getting back into is TNA again. And he's on fire. Great on the mic. He's great in the ring. I think this is awesome seeing him on here.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it just, I don't know. It just, I always say though, as long as they're on TV doing something, it doesn't matter what day they're on sometimes, but it is what it is. But Jacy Jayne is your new NXT Women's Champion, and I think that was the biggest shocker of everything last night. And it all makes sense after this past Monday night with Stephanie Valkyrie making her debut and going to Money in the Bank. But last Tuesday, I don't think anybody saw this happening and everything else like this. But good for Jacy. Jacy is the third. She was considered the third woman in Toxic Attraction. She's been there for a while. She deserves to have her moment and her opportunity. And now she has her own stable. I love stuff like that. So I'm happy for Jacy. I don't care what anybody else has to say.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with her work, and again, I will get my feedback from Scott. Scott is my my good go-to there. And from what I've gotten out of this, I'm assuming she's a heel. And
Yeah.
sometimes when you have a good face like Stephanie Vakir, she's gonna do great things on the main roster. But like you need that heel to just come in and like rob somebody. It almost reminded me of Tino. This is gonna go a ways back. I remember when JBL took the belt off of Eddie Guerrero. You want to talk about a
Yeah, I'm
shock?
not that. See, I remember that. See.
Okay, you
See,
remember that.
Yeah. See, when I say that, people are like, "Dang, you're old." Nah, like, see, like that's when it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
So I remember that. And I just remember everyone losing their minds over that. So it sucks, but also it's like, it doesn't suck for her. I'm glad for her. But if you are upset that she got the belt, in my eyes, I'm like, this means there's more momentum for somebody else to come take it off her.
Exactly, and to be honest, and I don't think it's going to be like sadly it's because she's going to be a traditional champion. That's going to be somebody going to be beat her like a Lola Vice or somebody like that. And the biggest reason why they did it, obviously, because what we saw the last week was Stephanie going to Raw, and like I said, Money in the Bank, and she's on the bigger and better things. And shoot, Friday we could see the Jordan Grace show up because she's also rumored to be called up to the main roster. So. Yeah, it's insane that people are going through NXT this fast, but it also just proves how much talent NXT is getting throughout, like coming in and out and everything else like that. And I mean, you know,
yeah, no, I agree with that. We
especially
just
like Javon Evans, he was just on Friday Night SmackDown, and a lot of people like on my watch a lot last week, they're like, "Who's this guy?" Because there's like a lot of people that watch SmackDown, but they won't show up here tonight, and I get it, but it's like. You got to know who these people are because it's like Tiffany. To everybody loves Tiffy time, but nobody remembers Tiffy time in NXT as Daddy's girl and the Barbie and the princess and the buff Barbie. Yeah, so
it's
just so fun.
It's brand recognition because it's gonna be like that for a long time. You're gonna have to wait some generations to come through.
Yep. Shoot, my cousin does not like wrestling, but he loves NXT. And this man, for some reason, Ethan Page is his favorite. But he hates he hates wrestling, but he just like never got into it as much. But for some reason, Ethan Page is like that guy.
That's quite the guy to choose.
I dragged his ass to the CW debut, and that's all he cared about was Ethan Page. I was like, all right.
Yeah, it's funny. When I went to Battleground. And that's just kind of what we were talking about.
Which
Battleground? Only 2 people. Tampa. NXT Battleground Tampa. It was Saturday night's main event. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The only 2 people I did not get to see wrestle, which I was upset, Ethan Page and Ricky Sainz. But they wrestled last week.
That's right. They made the match official on. That's right too. That at the pay-per-view, didn't they?
Yes.
Of course. Oh, we got Sean Legacy. If you don't know who he is, he's from Evolve. Let's get through the chat. Let's see who is in the chat. We got Michelle in the house. What's up, Michelle? What does NXT have in store? Also tonight, guys, Tyra May Steele from LFG will be making her debut tonight. What's up, Eric? How you doing? We guys are at 2,977 or 2,997 subscribers. So if you have not yet hit that subscribe button, let's get to 3,000 before the end of NXT. Do you know anything about Sean Legacy?
I'm not familiar with him personally.
I'll be honest, I didn't really know who he was too until they started showing him like the last few weeks or everything. And like that just goes back to like there's just so much on, like you can't keep track of like everything. Like I can't watch Evolve and even like Ring. Like I gotta watch other things.
Yeah,
all of it, man. I like other shows. Like I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm rewatching Desperate Housewives. I watched that when I was growing up with my mom and dad. So I got no shame. I don't care. But I like watching shows like that. Like, only consume so much wrestling. At one point, my brain sometimes feels like I'm gonna get fried.
Yeah, I have people, and you get this too, Tino. You get people all the time. Oh, you should check this out, and you're like, all right, well, I got to watch all the WWE stuff, or as much as I can, the big 3. I'm watching AEW.
Yeah, I've had oh Jesus Christ, I've had to slow that down too. Where I watch AEW, but I don't go live for it anymore because it's like I want to watch a show that I don't have to just go live for sometimes. And AEW isn't even that great sometimes. It's honestly really bad most of the time.
It's moving its way back up the
Yeah.
totem pole, but
They
it's
do
like
know how to put on a pay-per-view though.
they
For some
do.
reason, no matter what it is, the pay-per-views always hit.
But overall, I mean, you just talk about those, and then I cover New Japan Pro Wrestling with Ethan. It's like I have no time. Like I want to play. I'm in the middle of replaying the Star Wars Jedi Knight games right now.
Ooh,
I want to
man, I
take a
love
night to
those
do
games.
that. I want to go to the cigar bar. I'm a big cigar bar kind of guy. So,
Ooh, okay. What kind of cigars do you like? Is there like a certain flavor or something? Because like they have like flavors, right? Like,
yeah, it's like medium, mild, full body. I don't really know how to explain it. It's not like I like a medium body. I like a good smoke, something not too heavy because too heavy you get lightheaded and whatnot. But
yeah.
I've been smoking for most of my adult life. That's my vice. That's my one vice. If I could get rid of everything and keep one thing, it'd be that. So
He said if I can keep one thing. Oh, Progressive Insurance. Everybody make sure you got that insurance in case somebody. Oh.
So will you be watching the AAA NXT Worlds Collide event, or are you gonna like kind of hold off and probably watch it later down the road when it's like on Peacock?
Nope, it's on YouTube, so we going live at what I don't know what time it starts.
I don't know. I'll be busy.
Come on, everybody keeps asking me. I'm just like, well, what do you think I'm gonna do? I'm like, I go live for it all. I don't care. I got nothing else to do on Saturday. I guess I always think about it as I'm doing it anyway, so why the heck not? I'm literally going to be going live, having the garage sale outside, and just going back and forth and see how it works.
Yeah, I know it's baseball season, so I know you're all in on the Sox. So
oh yeah, the 18 and 42 White Sox, so great. Awful.
Yes, so I didn't know
bad.
if like you kind of like reserve more time during the season to make sure you
like I
baseball.
watch it right now. Like I'm watch I because I have two TVs, so I got the Sox on one and then I got NXT on the other. I was talking about it a lot. I've been talking about it a lot too because people have asked me. They're like, I don't know how you do it, but like it's like I don't know, man. It's like that thing. Like for some reason, like if they're on, like it has to be on the TV. Like yesterday, they lost 13-1, and I had it on until the end of the game. I don't know why, but it's like if I turn it off, I'm like I need to find out because I've seen so many crazy things happen that it's like I want to wait and see if like I don't want to miss that 9-run comeback in the bottom of the ninth because I've seen it happen to the White Sox before and it's sad. So it's more or less not gonna happen, but yeah.
Yeah, baseball's a very unique one. Like hockey and basketball and football, whatever. Some people, people who love baseball. I know, obviously, being from New England, I know Red Sox fans. Same way.
Yeah.
Same exact way.
Yeah, the fucking Red Sox. I'm sick of them. The White Sox just keep trading with them for some reason, and it doesn't seem to work out. And I don't know, it irritates me.
Yeah, for your benefit, Tino, my Sox aren't doing as well either, so they still have a losing record.
It's like they hurt us. They literally, as they say that the fucking MLB News and Notes, Fenway, freaking, I forgot what the headline was. Like they freaking hear us talking, bro. The fudge. It's so weird. Every time. I went to Culver's a couple days ago, and all of a sudden there was a Culver's ad. I was like, your asses are watching me, I swear. Don't lie to me. CW. Oh, what is this show? I can't stand shows like this. Sherlock and like Sherlock Holmes and all that. No, can't do.
I did watch Sherlock when it was on, but again, you want to talk about things that there's too much of. I never watched or never cared for growing up. Was a lot of crime or mystery stuff. We deal with the CSIs, the NCISs. Everyone has to have a mystery show, and I'm like, all right, I'll watch one or two, but I'm not getting on board with all this primetime television. I got other things to do.
Well, all this primetime television. Yeah, there is too much now. And the problem is, like, they come out with these shows, they have them for a year, and then they, like, stop again. It's like, okay, well, like, which one is it then? Like, can we, like, because I don't know, I get invested in the shows sometimes, and they cancel them. It's like, what the heck? I wait till shows get 2-3 seasons in, and I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens, because I'm more of a binge person. I could watch a whole season of a show in a day if I really want to. Oh, I was just saying that we're showing the guys from AAA.
Oh, word.
Al Hingo del Vikino. I ain't gonna say any of these guys' names right, so don't yell at me. But he'll be taking on El Grande Americano, aka Chad Gable. Man, Chad Gable pulling double duty. How is he gonna get from one arena to the other? Because I don't think they're in the same arena, unless they are.
Hold on. You literally just hurt my head because I didn't even think about that. I was just like, wait a minute.
You said that's gonna hurt my head.
Yeah, because now I'm like, wait a minute. Hold up.
We got Chase U taking on Dark State, aka the Shield 2.0.
It is taking place in California, so both of them at the Intuit Dome.
No? Oh, they're both at the Intuit Dome?
No, one's at the Kia Forum, the other one's at the Intuit Dome.
Oh, okay. Man, they hyping up Tyrese Halliburton like he is the next coming of LeBron fucking James or fucking Michael Jordan. This guy is going to be in a video game and is on the Pacers. Can we stop? Please.
I love that. You got one good playoff run, and then it's like,
I mean, I shoot the freaking the Bears. I don't even know what sports team or what sport I'm talking about. The Bulls that 1 year they had the freaking bench mob and they had this and that and then a year later they sucked. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Watch, the Pacers are gonna suck next year.
From worst to first to worst.
Yup. Freaking Pacers. I hate the Pacers. I hate all the Midwest teams. I still can't get over the one guy in Dark State is the guy from LFG. It took me like 6 weeks to figure out. I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, why does this guy look so familiar? And then I put it together. I was like, oh. And that's the thing. It's crazy that like how fast the people from LFG are getting on TV. Like,
yeah, and especially so I think this is a good segue into the whole R-Truth thing because
R-Truth.
I mean it sucks that he's gone, but the guy is 53 years old, and they're definitely trying to beef up their younger talent right now.
Well, that and he's also said in a lot of interviews, because I listen to a lot of podcasts, that he wants to focus on his music. So, again, maybe it was his decision that, again, and it's not like I'm sure he won't come back on some Legends deal and get some action figures and make all that money and nonsense. So, it's like it is what it is. But, again, like, as much as we love R-Truth, like, if there is a spot open for somebody else, like, you know, and it's a business, just like sports teams and just like, you know, trades and this and that. It happens. It is what it is. Like, you know.
Yeah, people forget that these people want to do other things.
I mean, R-Truth has been doing this since 2002.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like he hasn't. Again, it's not like they say that he can't come back, but again, he can come back in 2 years and we could have another R-Truth run. Like, come on now. How many people come back and forth all the time?
He can come back for one night and then, you know, doesn't need a full contract. Get the payout.
No, just get that Legends deal so you can keep making action figures.
Well, I'm curious how that would go now with
Carlito too, man. They fucking get Carlito. They get him for a little, make a couple figures, and now he's gone again.
I'll be honest with you. I was shocked he was around as long as he has been.
Yeah. I mean, man, they started taking off R-Truth merchandise too. That Ron Cena shirt's already off the website. If you got that when it was on sale, that's like a prime shirt now.
But that was like they said that was one of the best sellers when that came out.
Yeah,
for a couple of weeks.
Yep. What do you know any of the guys in Dark State?
No, not really. This is one of those factions I'm coming back in like around Mania, and I've seen a little bit of them, and I'm like, all right. And I didn't watch any of LFG, so
gotcha. Okay.
I'm kind of like that tier down from the people who don't watch NXT. I don't watch LFG or Evolve. I might know somebody if they were on the Indies and I've seen them before.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I haven't watched Evolve. I can't that or Speed or freaking like there and there's times I just forget. Like I forget that everything's on different channels, networks, streamings. They should just make a wrestling streaming where everything's together. It makes so much easier.
Oh, you mean like the WWE Network?
No, like where they had every wrestling company.
Yeah.
So you could go WWE, TNA, Ring of whatever the hell. So it's all in one place.
There are a few brands that do that, but again, I mean, when you get into the business and the marketing of it, I mean, how much is WWE pulling in for Netflix and then CW? And it is irritating. I feel like that's one thing AEW definitely has in the bag, where at some point everything's going to be tied to HBO Max, and it's all on the Turner channels.
I wouldn't even mind that because the way HBO Max is, you gotta get something for that fucking and that's the thing is all these things are so goddamn expensive now. Like everything keeps going up, and it's just like, how do you expect to be able to afford to pay for all these?
Yeah, well, that's why
TV. I mean, they want $20 a month to watch the White Sox lose 100 games. Like the fact that I have to even pay that is irritating.
It's funny. I said this a long time ago when streaming was starting to become popular and they started pulling content off. And I'm like, watch, at some point they're going to package these all in and boom, you're going to have cable again. Cable 2.0.
It's literally what it is. And it sucks too because I can't even use it too in certain parts because I live in Wisconsin and they think that I'm because I'm not in the right state.
Oh, you're not in the market.
Yeah, so it's like I have to watch it on certain things that have the location that still is Chicago because it doesn't. Otherwise, it says it's blacked out, and it's just like, well, that doesn't help me, The hell? We got Dragon Lee. We got Javon Evans. Oh, 6-man tag. Of course. Who's the 8-man tag? Who's the fourth partner? No. Gotta find a partner. Oh, there he is. Who the fuck is that? Am I losing it?
I'm like a second behind you.
Who? That was Dragon Lee, and who was the other dude? Shit. That wasn't Ray Phoenix. I can't, man. There's so many guys in match now. I can't keep up. Oh, we got the TNA champion, Mr. Whoop That Trick. I'm really surprised they had him win the title over Joe Hendry.
I'm curious how this will benefit TNA and.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I could see if it was somebody like different, but I don't know. Because it's like, imagine if somebody brought if somebody beats Oba. What are we doing? We're trading titles now?
Yeah. And
that's why I think Santana might win it back and bring it back to TNA somehow.
I think that's possible. The biggest problem here is that TNA is on Anthem and they're owned by Anthem. And yeah, you can bring a lot of people over from TNA to WWE hypothetically if they don't watch already. But to bring people onto TNA and find Access TV, it's a lot more difficult.
Yep.
But yeah, I think I don't know. Will he drop it tonight? Not sure. Really not sure.
I don't know, man. It's one of those things. Shall be interesting with this. Coming up next, though, it's Randy Orton, a.k.a. Miles Bourne, taking on Charlie Dempsey. If Miles Bourne wins, he is out of, and he's free of the No Quarter Catch crew. Miles Bourne trying to become a single star.
I mean, after that main event, I can see it happening.
And see, like I always say, I think that's the one thing sometimes I do like about NXT is you're getting to see people that maybe you would not have usually been able to see. Who would have thought Miles Bourne would be fighting Oba Femi? And yeah, obviously I don't think anybody really expected him to win, but that's an opportunity that you're gonna, even Jasper Troy just being already going after these people. I just think that it's just I don't know. I always love seeing the rise of superstars. That's always been my favorite of seeing Lyra watching her come from being her first ever video package and now being in the main roster. And I don't know why hers always sticks out with me, but I just remember her first ever video package so vividly for some reason. And it was just her, I think, walking in the woods or some shit. But
Yeah, it's always to think back at somebody when they were like a nobody, and then they're like the biggest thing.
yeah.
Who was like that? I was just thinking of somebody that just lost it.
Oh shoot. Oh.
So, and I don't want to like put any bad juju out there, but with the, obviously people being called up, do you think you'll see anybody else from NXT move up to the main roster? We've had a lot of the women move up.
Well, I think Jordan Grace, they said, and Ricky Saints is supposed to be. So I think Jordan could show up on Friday, to be honest. Like they did with Rhea and Stephanie, I'm sure we could get a Charlotte and Jordan or Jade and Jordan or somebody in Jordan. We'll probably see. I feel like, and that's even the thing too. I mean, and even somebody like that, I feel like Jordan, you could have her even debut Adam Money in the Bank too if you really wanted to, and people would still like know who they are. And that's the problem. Is like a lot of these people don't know who like Jordan or Stephanie or these women are, and then they get called up and they're like, who are these people? But give it like 6 months, everybody will be in love with Stephanie. And it's like, I don't know, man. That women's Money in the Bank, I don't know who's gonna win. I think Naomi should, but she might not.
This is an interesting one because I feel like it's almost easy to choose, but it's also might not be. I'm leaning Naomi, but I also feel like Roxanne Perez could come in.
Hey, that's who I've been saying for like months that I think should win. But and Julia randomly, that's another one. Julia randomly got called up too. Like I didn't think she'd go through NXT as fast as she did. And it's just like, it's great. But again, I think it also has to do with, like I said earlier, where like how many people are coming in and out, where they have so much women, especially the women. They have so many women right now that you could afford to bring up people. But and again, like I also am still sad that we got rid of some women like Dakota Kai and the KC twins. But I'll have to get over that eventually. But still irritating.
Yeah,
but we get the opportunity for these other people, like Tyra May Steele. Let's see what she can do in her debut. Very interesting. I don't know who she's facing. We'll see. Another Saturday night's main event, July 12th. Yay! Add Saturday night, guys. See you there. Yesterday, and I'm starting to do like a test. We had 12 commercials and 36 minutes of wasted time sitting through watching ads for Raw yesterday. So we had an hour and 54 minutes of actual sitting here watching the show. And that's not even counting matches. I'm very interested to see how many times we actually watch matches for. And we well, I guess I think I found out who she's taking on. Miss Ariana Grace. I met her dad like 3 weeks ago. I was like, it's so cool to see you and your daughter wrestle together. He goes, yeah. I was like, damn, okay.
It's funny. That was the first TNA episode I'd watched in a long time. And when I heard that, I'm like, wait, what do you mean that they're wrestling together? Like, what? That's his daughter? Blew my mind.
I really hope. Yep. There it is. Man, they must trust Ariana Grace taking on somebody that just, We got Tavia on Heights by Miles' side and Ren Sinclair by Charlie's side. The new quarter catch crew is broken up and we don't like it. I don't really care, but we got the Great Brown Hope in the house. What's up, Great Brown Hope? He gone. Following. Wait, why? Why are they facing each other? They're facing each other, but coming out at the same time. What the fuck is this? They can't give Miles Bourne his own entrance? What the fuck?
Yeah, you would have figured that he would have had it already.
We've had this one other time. I forgot who it was, but why? How does this make sense? They said we ain't wasted time on 2 entrances, but we could waste time on 17 ads. man.
Well, maybe this is the telltale sign that they're not breaking up.
Maybe. Charlie's gonna cheat to win or some shit. Ariana Grace has been put, especially in TNA. Ariana Grace has been putting in that work. Just means they'll still be friends after. I mean, I guess. I don't know if I'm trying to be friends after I beat the shit out of them, though. I got a couple people I want to do that to. I just gotta find a wrestling ring now. Or a trampoline.
Trampoline's the way to go.
You know? It'd be like that. I'm done. Oh, that's funny. 1, 2, kick out. Miles Bourne. Got that. Got the advantage so far. Uh-oh.
We got 3 minutes, so it's not gonna take like a full round 1. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's a rounds match.
Okay. I missed that.
Yeah, honestly, I don't remember hearing that last week, but now I don't know. I don't know why they love doing these rounds matches with Charlie and all like the No Quarter Catru and everybody. It's all William Regal. I bet you William Regal will be booking all of his son stuff. He's like, we're doing rounds matches all the time.
I don't know. I feel like you need to make that announcement though. You would.
They don't care.
Maybe I don't know. You know, Scott
just like on Friday for SmackDown, we should see some other build for Money in the Bank, but we ain't gonna see nothing else. Like you remember that one year they were all sitting on top of the ladders and talking and stuff. That we should see more of that, and like people like actually like I don't know. I feel like we don't get like any of that anymore. We get the qualifying matches and then we just see them at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, you almost look at.
Yeah, what? What were you saying?
Sorry, I was reading the comment that just came up on the chat.
Oh,
no, I don't dislike it. I just might have missed the memo.
Yeah. See, I like weapons and stuff. I want people to get their asses beat and everything to be destroyed. What? All big baby.
It's funny. I shut my door to make sure my cats weren't in here. So I'm like,
yeah, no, my dog just came by me, and I guess I wiped her nose too hard. I'm sorry. Come here. I'm sorry. I heard her. Oh, now you're gonna run away from me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And Miles Bourne gets the first victory. First fall by Miles Bourne. He said, hell yeah, cats rule. Listen here, Great Brown Hope. See, I like cats. I've just never been able to have cats because my mom was allergic. So we've always just had dogs.
Yeah, I was thinking at one point when I lived by myself, I was thinking about getting a dog, but I'm like, I like to try. I would like to travel, so then I have to put it up.
Where are you traveling to?
Oh, before a year, I would travel. I have friends in Florida and Georgia and Virginia and Pennsylvania.
Oh,
if I want to do a wrestling event, I could just go.
Yeah,
Cats are a little easier in that regard.
Yeah, that's true. That's always my problem, especially when I go to Chicago. I got to either leave my dog here or bring her with. But then the problem is I got to find somewhere to go that accepts dogs.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've never stayed at a hotel that allows dogs, so I don't even know how that would work. I know it's extra, obviously. I just don't know, like, where the heck do I let the dog out? Or where, I'm just like, because I know they have certain areas and I'm one of those people. I will never leave my dog in like a kennel or a cage or like one of those things. Like, no. I've been thinking about getting her like applied for like an emotional support dog. I bring her with me to work every day. Like I do Uber and DoorDash, and I'll just bring her in the car and have her sit there.
Nice.
Yeah.
A little companion the whole time.
I know. I think she helps with the tips too sometimes because like, oh, cute dog, and I'm like, yeah, whatever works. Now I'm pipping you out. But we are on picture in picture. Next Tuesday, guys, we will be doing the same thing we did yesterday for Monday Night Raw, except Tuesdays. So we're going to see the difference between ads on Raw and the ads on NXT. I can't think of the word. I keep freaking. It's been driving me nuts for 2 days now. I can't think of the word, but I'm doing like a little test. I want to see like how much time we waste sit here watching commercials during these shows and the difference between like streaming and like actual TV. Because I feel like it's different than it is like Raw, SmackDown, NXT with Netflix, CW, fucking USA. So I'm very impressed.
It's funny you bring that up because when we were watching Saturday Night's Main Event,
that too,
I was like, I swore there were like 10 commercial breaks in the first hour.
Literally,
like, it was horrible.
Literally, and that's the thing. Like too, like I want to see like if there's like like next week for Raw, I'm gonna count, and I want to see if there's the same amount of commercials every week because that's the other thing. Like, it should be the same because it's the same time. But you do that. I wonder if they add commercials. And to be honest, yesterday's Raw flew by because I did that because I wasn't just sitting here for 3-minute periods, fucking like and these it's like I get it, but like you get like like I have ads for like the YouTube, but like I feel like there's got to be a way to do it to where it's just like, come on.
Yeah, I think about it. And again, it's it's on Netflix or Peacock. No, I'm sorry. Raw's on Netflix. Saturday Night's Main Event was on Peacock. And I don't know how bad the ads are for Raw. Like NBC just had them through the roof.
Yeah, so, NBC's been like that with like Law and Order and shit. There's so many and I'm just like, it's like, come on, like just.
Yeah. You do get it because of marketing. You're pulling in sponsors. You need to get that ad revenue, but then you're like, this is what happened to radio. This is why nobody listens to the radio anymore. This is why everyone either goes on Spotify or they just own their collection of music, like I do, and put it on shuffle.
Yeah. Oh my God. And Charlie Dempsey seemed to get the second pinfall after cheating. It looks like he's cheating. Oh no, Charlie didn't get it. The round just ended. It's gonna get scientifically mathematical up in. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm gonna turn into a math whiz, more than I already am. Man, I'm good with numbers. Give me some numbers and I can figure things out very quickly.
I feel that. I said I feel that. That was my strong point in back in high school.
Yup, literally. I had a math class that I did that like literally it was like all about like numbers and money and this and that, and it was literally the only math class I was good in because I it was like geometry. I can't do. You tried to give me some with geometry. I couldn't tell you what side is what or an acute triangle. I had to retake that twice because I failed it the first time.
Geometry was also the one I was not good at. I barely passed it, but like algebra and any of that stuff, stats.
Yeah, algebra was it. Charlie did get a pinfall, so it is now 1-1. Cheap shot. Yes, cheap shot, Charlie. But Palacio. Oh my God. As I almost fell off my chair. Oh. You got 2:17 left in the fourth round we're in. So who do you think's walking out of Mr. and Mrs. Money in the Bank?
I'm gonna drop it here first, Tino, because we will be doing a pick show later on this weekend. But I think if I'll narrow it down to 2 for each. How about that?
Okay.
I pretty much gave my women's picks. I think it's either Naomi or Roxanne Perez. For the men's, I'm gonna throw a curveball here. I think it's either Seth Rollins or it'll be El Grande Americano, Chad Gable. Chad Gable.
I was going to say the same thing. I don't know why. I feel like the reason why this MFer's in there is because he's going to win. I don't know why, man. He's going to be the comedy fucking Money in the Bank guy or some shit. And then the woman, and that's the thing. It's like, if you've noticed too in the last few years, I don't know if they did it last year. They might have. No, not last year. But for a couple of years there, they were cashing in the night of Money in the Bank. So, could be one of those too, where if I feel like if we do have a Money in the Bank match start us off, we could see somebody cash in on Saturday night, or try to at least.
We could see go all the way to.
And if you do have El Grande Americano win, you could even have Chad Gable pretend like he gave him the briefcase or some stupid shit like that. You know what I mean? And have Gable be the one to cash in.
Yeah, I just don't. Here's the thing. I don't see Andrade winning it. I don't see Penta winning it. LA Knight, I don't see it winning it. Solo, maybe. But, like, if you're talking about who could... What they're doing with this new dangerous alliance with Paul Heyman, just I don't see these guys getting L's anytime soon.
Yeah, no. Well, that's the thing. I think Braun and Braun are going to be in the Money in the Bank match. Obviously, interference because there's no DQ and all the shenanigans as Miles Bourne gets the win. As he wins 2-3, 2 falls to 1. I thought you were on Tavion, whose side are you on? Ren, whose side are you on? Pick a side, people. I don't know what side to choose. Jack Daniels. Do you like Jack Daniels?
I used to, but I do a lot of Maker's Mark right now. Like a good old fashioned.
Good old fashioned. Oh, the wind. I hate Chicago.
Who are they playing right now?
The Tigers. The best team in baseball, and I don't know how the hell they became the best team in baseball so quickly because a couple of years ago they sucked. But that's how fast it can change in sports. I mean, it's crazy.
Specifically sports like baseball.
Yeah.
Because that was the I will never – was it the last time I think the Red Sox won? Or was it the one before that where they were the worst team in the league and then they were the best team in the league?
Yep,
and then the following year they were the worst.
They went worst to first, and everybody was like, this is the new thing.
Yeah, and then they went back to worst. It's like, dude, what are you doing? You know?
Yep. I guess Izzy Dane is learning from her man as she took out Brooks, it looks like. Well, Izzy Dane taking some lessons from Braun Breaker. Man, Braun just getting around that NXT locker room. This is like the third chick he's been with.
Who is he with right now?
Izzy Dane.
Oh, wow.
So.
Oh, yeah, because he was with, was it Cora Jade?
Yeah, he was with Cora. Alan Black, are you going to subscribe to your OnlyFans? It comes out.
No.
He said no. He said nah. Man, I just cannot believe it. But yeah, no, it was Cora. There was another blonde chick. I forgot who it was. Might have been Carmen. I don't know. They all date each other. I swear. It's like I swear NXT has better dating rates than The Bachelor and Bachelorette. Everybody's dating everybody. Like the one dude that just went from Cora to Thea.
Mm-hmm. The only one who's not dating somebody is she's in Raw now. What the Intercontinental Champion there?
Oh, Lyra, you don't like her boyfriend? What's wrong? You know?
No, I'm just saying she's the only one like not dating somebody in the roster.
Oh, I know. Yeah, they're like high school sweethearts. See that's how you know Lyra's a real one.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle said it's not Love Island. I mean, it could be. We could have WWE Love Island if we really wanted to, or WWE X on the beach, or I mean, come on now.
If this was 20 years ago during the ruthless aggression era, absolutely they'd be doing that.
Man, that again, I have no shame saying it. I'm rewatching Desperate Housewives right now. The stuff that they said in that show back 20 years ago, you could not say any of that nowadays. You get canceled on NBC, ABC, whatever show this network was on. Like, it's wild. Some of the stuff that they're saying, I'm just like, oh my gosh. And that's how it is. Like, you just 20 years ago, you couldn't do nothing. Like, the shit that they did is wild. People forget about that. Maybe that's why all of us for this generation are all fucking horny and shit all the time, is because it's WWE's fault. Vince made us that way.
Well, it's funny. I have a handful of friends who were slightly older than I am, and they're like, "Yeah, Trish Stratus was the one who got my hormones going." I'm like, "Oh, well, Trish in the late '90s, early 2000s."
Yeah, I've got all of it. That's how it was. But we're at another commercial break. Guys, next Tuesday, we're going to be taking a lot of breaks. It's going to be so much fun.
Man, if I knew there were this many breaks, I would have done this outside and had my had a smoke going.
Man, I've been thinking about doing a podcast outside. It's more or less just me wanting to put all my stuff outside and hoping it's not going to rain.
So we have a lanai, which is a screened-in porch in my house. All right? My girlfriend, a month or two ago, decides, hey, let's get a projector. So, I've been able to do it that way because of that.
Like a 100-inch projector, or just a projector that you could put on the wall, or
no, we got a screen.
Okay.
It's got to be a 55, 65-inch screen.
Okay.
It comes out pretty good. But again, I have that luxury. Not everyone's going to be able to just get a projector and,
no, you got that big money, guys.
I wouldn't say it's big money. It's girlfriend money.
You got
girl
that
math.
Yeah, all grown man money. Is that what it is?
No, I said girl math. Girl money.
Oh, girl.
Bought it on sale, so I didn't spend that much.
I mean, that's how you got to do it. Got to get stuff on sale. Everything's too damn expensive nowadays. Shit, I went to a place, I got 2 hot dogs and a fry, and it was $14. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, come on now. Can't go nowhere.
Yeah, I think for my girlfriend and I, the base I pay anywhere I go is $30.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Speaking of expensive, Tino, I know you play a lot. You do a lot of gaming. What are your thoughts on the Switch 2 coming out this week?
Is that this week?
That is, I believe, Thursday or Friday.
That's Tiger May still makes her debut. I mean, I love the Switch, and I still have the regular one, or the Switch 1 now, I guess we would say. But I mean, I'm one of those two with the video game systems. I'll probably get it, but I like to wait because we've seen it happen with so many things where they come out and there's so many issues. Like, I remember when the Xbox X and the PS5 came out, there were so many issues that my stepdad for the first 3 months wasn't even able to play his PlayStation. Mm-hmm. And I was just I finally waited and just, so I'll get it eventually. But I need to pick up my Switch because I play Animal Crossing and stuff, and my island is probably dead because I haven't played that in 2 years.
If you haven't played in a while, your house gets infested with cockroaches.
I know, it's irritating. It's annoying. I'm that guy though that gets addicted, and that's why I don't want to start playing, because if I start playing again, I ain't gonna do anything else in my life. So yeah. I'm I need to not. Even with any game, bro. For some reason, man, I don't know. I get that with any game or any show, or I start something and then I need to finish it before I do anything else.
Yeah, no, I get that.
It's Ariana Grace comes up. Shit, man. I woke up at 6:35. I jumped up and I looked at my phone. I was like, oh shit. Because I fell asleep at 5:40. I'm like, I'm good. I'm like, I got 30 minutes. I'm gonna take it. And I was like, damn.
It's funny you saying that because I was sitting there looking at, I was in the middle of something after making dinner, and I'm like, I got to make sure. I'm going to forget. I just sat here. I got everything set up. I walked up for a minute, did the dishes, came back. So I'm like, I'm going to miss it.
Oh,
because I usually crash at 10 o'clock Eastern.
I know.
So I can go to the gym at
I
5.
can't stay up past 11 anymore. I'm like an old person.
Yeah. I have my gym routine, so I'm up at 5 at the gym by 5:30 latest before I go to work.
I need your motivation. Shit.
I work behind a desk all day, so if I don't do it, then I'm here and I'm just like,
Yeah.
So not everyone can do it. I've made it a habit.
Shit. I mean, I don't know what we're doing here with these two. If you give Tyra a little gold, they look like they're wearing the same attire.
It's that whole gold and black, gold, white, black, and blue dress thing all over again.
Just like when Charlotte and Tiffany did that at WrestleMania, you couldn't tell the difference who was who.
It's like they didn't coordinate outfits.
And they thought it would be a good idea for some reason, but it's not. Oh, we go. This is why nobody can take us seriously. They go back to the Sox game and we got 5 people sitting on their phone not paying attention, laughing at who God knows what they're looking at on their phone. This is why we're the laughing stock of baseball, and then they go back to them. I'm dead. This is why I can't take shit seriously, and I'm taking off my hoodie. No one judge me. I get hot, cold. I get like hot flashes. I swear. Alex McKay. Friday Night SmackDown is in Bakersfield, California. California for Worlds Collide. California for Money in the Bank. California is having themselves a week of wrestling. And then Phoenix, Arizona, the home of the Golden Sponge. I have one friend that lives in Arizona and he's a wrestling fan, but like he's not like a wrestling fan where like he watches it all the time. So I'm like, you need to go to Arizona for me. Or go to Arizona for me. You need to go to Raw for me. and I was like, you need to take some pictures and videos and stuff. I've only been to one wrestling show outside of Chicago, and that was SmackDown last November. But
which SmackDown was that, and where was it?
The one in Milwaukee. It was like November 17th or 10th or something like that. Tyra May Steele getting the win in her debut. Good for Tyra.
I think I've been to more shows. Oh, I've been. Jeez, I don't even know if I went when I went in Rhode Island. There were never any shows in Rhode Island because they were up in Boston all the time.
Yeah. What are you swinging at? Oh my God. I don't even think JC believes she won last week.
No, that looked like that almost looks like a last minute call too.
Yeah, man. I feel like maybe Stephanie's debut. I bet, and honestly, I said that when they released all those girls, I said that was probably why they were doing it, was because they were bringing up so many people from NXT. They were bringing people from like AAA. They bring in Tyra May Steele. They're signing Mariah May, it seems like. So that's probably why, sadly, they got rid of some of these people, and it sucks. But it just like, again, it is what it is. Mike Rome, bro, he sold that shit last week so well. And again, so why do we keep putting the same MF content creators on these things? Between Wrestle Days, again, I love all these content creators, but between the same content creators, we see them on these things all the time. Gotta give everybody some love, man, you know? Just because I don't run around in circles and act a fool don't mean you shouldn't put, you know? Is that what we need to do, though? Is start acting a fool?
I mean, I can doing it. I can borderline do that. I kind of do it on my personal time and my personal accounts.
He said my personal accounts.
Yeah, not my not the wrestling ones. I try to keep the wrestling ones, you know, more wrestling focused, more professional, and my some of my other ones.
You're a professional? Is that what it is?
I would say we're doing like we're focused on wrestling. You know, you're not just doing it for the lulz. You know.
Yeah, I know. You were talking about TikTok earlier. Your TikTok game and your short game been on fire lately. What's going on? You finally figure out how to do all that?
Well, I kind of okay. Here's the thing, Tino. I did not know how to do it. I didn't want to do it.
Oh, okay. I had a big
I was not for going on TikTok. I'm like, I hate short form content. I'm going to be honest with everyone. I hate short form content. But you know what? That's where the people are. And you know what? When I wanted to go back in the day when I was looking at colleges, I wanted to go to school for two things: music and film. And neither of those happened. I went to school for management. So I'm like, this is the closest thing I can do to something film related now. Even though it's nothing crazy. And I get to do it with wrestling. So I do it twice a day. I try to follow the algorithm. As you know, Tino, the algorithm is relentless and always changing.
Always.
So,
I know.
twice a
And
day.
the problem is because we figure it out and then they're like, well, we got to change it.
Mm-hmm. It's so random. Like most of the week, it's like between 7 and 9 in the morning. And then on Fridays, it's 5 a.m. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, like to post the stuff at like 5 a.m.?
Mm-hmm.
And see, like that's just where like I am not good at. Like I am not good at promoting and not good at figuring out. Like I try, but like it's just not my forte. I'm about to just hire somebody. But like, can you just do this for me? I don't even care. And like, that's kind of where like I'm at. I need some help because I only know how to do so much. Like, like, and there's like I'm sure and that's how like it's helpful. Like you and Ethan and everybody, you guys all. I'm sure he knows how to do something you don't know how to do, and there's something that you know how to do that he don't know how to do. So.
Yeah, but there's still a couple of things like we want to get together a website at some point. We wanted to get do an intro for the show, just stuff we haven't gotten to. And it'd be nice to have somebody who can produce that. You probably know that too, where you're like, man, if I had somebody else kind of helping me with the edits.
Oh, I know. Yeah, exactly. Because I have stuff with like my baseball, or I have help with like my baseball stuff, but like my co-host doesn't like know how to do a lot of things. So there's also a lot of things that like he's very good at like posting and getting like people's attraction to like post. But like if I try to tell him to post a short, he'll be like, huh? And I'm like, so it just like, and that's fine because that just, every little bit helps. But yeah, it takes a team in a village to do these things. It's not just one person. Look at all the people that are all successful. It's all their best friends, their buddies, their friends, their family, their this and that. Shoot, there's one YouTuber I watch. It's literally him, his brother, his mom, and his dad. Whole family involved, and that's how it works. So,
yeah.
Just, Yeah. And I don't think people realize, and I always say that, man. Like Logan Paul, like the fact that he's teaming with John Cena at freaking Money in the Bank has got to be so cool for, again, him being 13, whatever years old doing YouTube. Like thinking that he'd be wrestling with John Cena on his retirement tour. Like, come on, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
You can hate Logan all you want, but he, again, is, if you do content creation, he is one of us, and he is like the man besides Mr. Beast to like follow, I feel like, for the most part. Obviously, depending on what you're interested in, if it's Lionheart or whatever you watch on YouTube,
Yeah, and Logan, I mean, give him crap, but he knows he's been doing it for a long time and he understands the business and the game. So
yep. Speaking of somebody that knows it, it's so weird to see him as a singles competitor. I just got used to him and him and Ortiz. It's Santana, Mike Santana, that is. Well, it looks like that's the main event. TNA Championship, Trick Willie and Mike Santana. Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes it starts off the 8 o'clock hour. Sometimes it doesn't. You don't know.
Yeah. I mean, especially with
I'm going to need a where is Ortiz at? Is he still in AEW?
That's a good question. Let's look at the wonderful world of the internet.
I guess I could have just done that.
I'm going to do that for us because honestly, you're asking me. I'm like, that's a good question. Yo, these guys are only my age. There's no way.
He said there's no way.
There's no way. I always thought they were older. Let's see. He is signed to AEW. He is signed to AEW.
Okay. I did not know that he was still there.
We
got Fatal Influence and the new NXT Women's Champion. It's Fallon Henley. I get confused. Jasmine Nix and Jacy Jayne. It's literally Toxic Attraction, just with two different people. Take away. And speaking of that, do you see Mandy said if Triple H calls, she'll come back?
Yep.
Triple H, make that phone call.
Everyone's like, call her.
Man, I would. Have her come back and face JC. That'd be full circle. Oh man, I will say this: it was not the same last night without Mr. Booker T, Shucky Ducky Quack Quack, not saying "Oh yeah, man" during Stephanie's move. I forget what it's called. What's it called?
Yeah, I know exactly what it's
not. I'm not listen, people. I can keep up with a lot of things, but I can't know every move of every person. And again, maybe I should, but I am not that much of an encyclopedia. I try. Don't yell at me.
Pat McAfee did try his best to fill in for Booker, though.
He did. He tried his best. We are already at the halfway point. Yes, we are. We are 1 hour in, everybody. These shows just, they fly by when you got guests on here and you're not just listening to my voice, Michelle. I did. I supported you, JC. I got you, girl. The problem is, JC, you ain't gonna be champion for too long.
You think she's a transitional?
Yeah, sadly. I feel like it was more or less obvious. Like I said earlier, it was more or less to get it off of Stephanie, because what we saw the last week with her going to Money in the Bank and everything else like that and making such a big deal. Now, if Jordan Grace interrupts, I don't know then. I don't know who would interrupt her. Maybe a Lola Vice. Fickle, you're fickle. Everybody is fickle again. We're back in 2017. All right, White Sox, learn how to hit the baseball. For the love of God, man, I'm tired of it. You were, but you know what? I mean, don't you dare. I was like, man, the way some of these people get in the crowd are just, let's go. You don't even got to hit the ball to get a run.
You know,
yay, they scored a run. Miracles happen. It's so bad. This is what we've gotten to, guys.
I will say it must have sucked to buy tickets to the show that got canceled and moved back to Orlando. Last week was supposed to be in Tampa.
Which one?
The NXT show last week.
Oh, yeah.
Because last week was a banger card, including to see this.
Who the hell? Who the fuck is Lady Reed? Is she from Evolve? Listen, don't yell at me, guys. I don't know who this is. I thought it was Stevie Taylor for a second.
Let's look up.
Yeah, she's got to be from Evolve.
Yeah, let's look.
And I say your name, and she appears. Shake those hips because it's Lola Vice. Man, I can write this shit. Vice City, baby. Yes, sir. Oh, and here comes a juggernaut. Maybe she ain't going to SmackDown just yet. I think that's the thing too. Like I wouldn't mind Jordan going to SmackDown, but I also feel like you got to keep some people in NXT, like to like have that, like that main feel of a division.
Yes. Yeah, you can't bring everybody up at once. And again,
I feel like having Julia and Stephanie leave is a big loss for NXT.
Well, that was like when they lost. I'll go to the other big loss was when they lost the whole Adam Cole's faction there, and then was it DIY moved up?
Yeah. And at that time too, it was Enzo and Big Cass.
Mm-hmm.
At that time too, and here comes Kalani Jordan, Miss Mello Hayes. Man, that guy should have been in fucking Money in the Bank. Explain to me why he's not. Irritates me. Oh, we got Lash Legend. Just bring out the whole freaking roster. Let's do a battle royal. The winner faces JC at whatever the hell pay-per-view's next. When did Lola get a chance? When did Jordan? I don't remember Jordan. Well, yeah, Jordan got a chance. I like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Thea. There's the Red Bull Queen. So we got 2, 4, 6. We're gonna have let's just have a 6-woman free for all. Last one standing faces JC. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like they want to make sure the mics worked.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing with Laney though. And who's in the dark now? Uh-oh. What the fuck? Oh, it is Mariah May! Holy shit, she's here. They wasted no time for that one. You say her name, and she shows up on NXT. Wow. I didn't think it would happen that quickly. Holy shit.
I didn't think it happened before AAA. Usually that's a episode after.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, he said it's even better in person, Mick. Shucky ducky quack quack. Champion. Well, the rumors were true, everybody, and Mariah May is in WWE. So how do you feel about this?
I mean, it was a given. I saw this happening.
I just didn't think it would happen this quickly.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Well,
a ghost.
This is my only thing, Tino, and I don't know if you've noticed this. You know, somebody like Mariah will probably get the belt for a hot minute and then be on the main roster.
Yeah,
before Mania next year.
Yeah, I could see that.
Not that
and that's the thing. It's like some of these people do definitely like come up like very quickly as of late. And, you know, I don't think it's a bad thing, but I also think it's just sometimes I feel like they got to make sure that they don't, like, rush them. Because it's like we see them go up, like I don't know why, like, I'm very worried about Fraxium for some reason, just being up, getting this hot start, and then just fading into oblivion with the tag team division. And
becoming like a jobber tag.
Well, I don't even think they turn into a jobber, but it'd just be, like, more or less just the same match of the Street Profits, this and that, not winning, this and that. When I think they should go and win the tag titles and do exactly what they did with the NXT tag titles. Like the fact that Hank and Tank are the tag team champions now, I don't think if it was for Fraxium that they would actually mean that much, the tag titles for NXT. Because they made them feel relevant and like, you know, like, what do they call that when they like elevate the titles?
Yes.
There we go. They didn't waste any time as Mariah May has arrived in the WWE. Yeah. Talk about short game, you know. You never know when you gotta make it short, man. You gotta make it short whenever the heck things happen.
Story of my life, man.
Man, that's where I get a lot of my subscribers from, is just making shorts like that. Literally what I just did, posting it and whatever, you know. And you know what it is? It's just the attention span now. Everybody doesn't have the attention span to sit there and watch a 3 hour, 4 hour, 2 hour, hour, 30, whatever it is now. And I catch myself in that, and I'm just, you know, but just how it is nowadays, sadly.
So it depends.
Everybody's just so, you know.
Yeah, and it depends on what it is. I mean, if you're gonna watch like Pat McAfee, he's well enough known to listen to 2 hours. People can listen to that. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna want to listen to the viral clips. But I tell people all the time, it's like when we do a show, I told everyone, we got to start doing this under an hour because guess what? We're nobodies. And for a 45-minute, hour-long podcast, that's still kind of pushing it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like everybody has their own time, and everybody, like, everybody's time's valuable and everything else like that. My thing is, I just think it's funny when, like, somebody goes viral, then everybody jumps on the bandwagon for a couple seconds, and it's just like, well, where were you when we had 5 people in the chat?
Exactly.
I've had so many people be like that, especially as I grow and as I've continued and as I've gotten closer to 3,000. Guys, we are still 3 away, so if you have not yet, hit that subscribe button. Let's get there before NXT is over. Come on. No more wasting time with these shenanigans. I'm sure there's 3 people out there that have not pressed the subscribe button that are in this chat right now. I'm sure. Double check, triple check. I bet you. It's funny. There's been a few times that people are like, "Oh shit, I even did not subscribe." And I'm like, "Dang!" Especially like my family. I'm like, guys. I'm like, I know it's just a number, but I'm like, it helps the algorithm, and I'm like, they don't understand how important the stupid numbers are.
It's a little.
I hate it, but that's just what it is, and that's how it is nowadays. Everything's all about the numbers. You see a number, and you're like, "Ooh, let me be a part of that." Why does this person have that?
Yeah, and that's kind of what it is. It's like TikTok we're low. We just hit 130 today. So guys, if you don't follow us already, do so. But we've been stuck at 8,900 on it X for ever. It's like this weird hump we cannot get all over.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Then you finally get over it, and then it's like, thank God, and then it's like on to the next. That's at least how I feel.
And it's weird because it's not all consistent. Because even though we have 8,900 on X, we can't even crack 400 on Facebook's like dead in the water. I don't know if you touch Facebook at all, Tino.
I've had 3 different Facebooks, and they keep getting deleted. I just finally stopped.
Yeah, Facebook's like dead in the water. Instagram, I think we finally cracked 500. YouTube, we're on YouTube, guys. We are at 163. I'm reading off our numbers. This is like a business meeting now.
We got the Evolve crew in the house. Oh, look, it's the other girl from LFG. Like, that's what I mean. It's like they're all on LFG, but they all get signed eventually in some way or form. Unless you're sexy DJ Ray and that fucking guy, man. He thinks he is the hottest guy in the world, and he has done absolutely nothing. Well, we got Ricky Saints' CT scan. That's not good. Acute trauma. Oh. I'm dead. They got Ethan Page hanging out with the what do they call themselves? That's what I mean. Like, I can't keep up with all these names in NXT and tag teams. Where is this ball going? Holy shit. And here comes Javon Evans. He's feeling all bouncy. Got 6-man tag, well, it's supposed to be 8-man tag team, but it is 7-man tag team, I guess.
Yeah, I could tell because I remember Javon Evans debuted, I think, after Mania last year. I remember watching with Scott, and I looked at him and I go, "This kid has it. This kid is gonna have some. He's gonna be up there at some point."
Lee, there. That's who it was. It was Dragon Lee. Why was I like blanking for a second? That's what I mean. Like, I can't. I'm fucking dead.
I forget that they're signed. I forget he signed with them.
I love Dragon Lee, but I just low-key, I don't know why. It just did not register with my ass. We got the other guys that will be taking on Dragon Lee, Cruz del Toro, and Lince Dorado. Remember Joaquin Wilde? If you guys did not see, it seemed that he got hurt in a match during I think it was like main event or something. So he will not be competing this weekend. But it's time to feel all ego. Because it's your NXT North American champion, Ethan Page. LA, 3 p.m. Eastern time. So what time would that be Pacific time? Or Central Standard Time, not specific. Would that be 2? Or is that 1?
What time Pacific?
3?
For you, it would be 5.
Wait, 5 Central Standard Time?
Yeah, because it's you guys are 2 hours behind Pacific, and I'm 3 hours behind. So
I swear to God, I thought this shit was starting at 2 o'clock. I don't know what time these pay-per-views are starting. My head hurts. Because that's the thing. Are they gonna go like entwined each other? Are we gonna be watching Worlds Collide and then Money in the Bank starts? Like that's very confusing. I feel like that's a lot. Like not everybody has 2 TVs or has that ability to do that. I don't know. Very interested to see how this works. You said Tubi. That's the other thing is they got everything now on Tubi and like I don't have Tubi. I know Tubi's free, but it's just like can't keep up with all this.
That's at least it's on. Yeah, that's Tubi's free, so that's not like the worst thing in the world. But it's like when you're like, oh, you don't have cable, you can't watch NXT on CW. If you don't have Netflix, you can't watch Raw. If you don't have regular cable, you can't watch SmackDown.
You can't watch nothing. That's the problem? Literally, you can't watch nothing.
It is difficult, and I think at some point, I really think they just need to bring the network back.
Man, I don't know why they ever got rid of it, man. When it first started, that thing was just so great. Like I remember just being excited. Like I remember being in school and getting excited for the network coming out. Like, and it's all about the stupid money and which network wants to buy it and what's this and that, and it's just like why.
Yeah, it's funny. I went through like I think a 10-year period where I didn't watch wrestling.
Oh wow, really? I remember you telling me this actually.
Yeah, you get this. I stopped watching around shortly, I think after 22, sometime WrestleMania 22.
Oh, WrestleMania 22. I was like, okay, so I was like 06, yeah.
Yeah, I was getting big into music at that point. I was in Boy Scouts, so I did a lot of stuff like that. It was really music in that. So
you were a Boy Scout?
Made Eagle.
Troll?
Eagle with a silver palm. So I was doing a lot of that. I was out and about. I was at camp every summer. And then it wasn't until 2016 I went to the
Where'd you go to?
The draft in Providence.
Oh, okay. Troll.
So, yeah, by the time somebody go, oh yeah, they have the network, and you just watch everything that exists, and I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah, it was amazing because they literally had everything from like that was why it was so good too. Because when it first came out, like for so long, it was so hard, and that's when every pay-per-view was $50. So there were so many pay-per-views that you probably didn't watch because they were so expensive that you weren't able to.
And they were probably hitting the crapshoot by that point.
Oh.
Let's go.
John Legacy.
It was my my cat. She was starting to scream like she was getting murdered, and I'm like, "You just want to come in here?"
Yeah, I know. That's how my dog is. She cries, she whines, she does all this and that, but then she just want attention. Animals are just attention whores, I feel like.
Especially when they're when you're bonded with them. I got an orange. I have an orange female. Orange cats are very personable, and females are rare. So this one is like on top of me all the time. Like I'll be on my phone laying there on the couch, and all of a sudden, like her body comes here and plops down, and I'm like, "Girl, can you like not do like right now? What are you doing? You're gonna break you're gonna pull something."
The
Like,
first time this year, guys, the Rockies have won a series. Fucking joke.
Oh wow.
They are 11-51 now, or 11-50, or something like that. Oh, the Laredo kid getting taken out by Ethan. Boom. And we're going to go to another commercial break. We got 40 minutes left. Time is flying. I appreciate you hanging out here tonight. What else you got going on this week? Anything exciting?
I got nothing. Like I said, my brother had his second kid today. Probably catching up with him this weekend. Heading to Disney because I'm not far from there. My girlfriend and I would meet up with a friend at one of the parks. And maybe, depending on if I'm free, I'll watch Money in the Bank live. I don't know. I always get caught up on the weekends. If it's not like SummerSlam or Royal Rumble or Mania, I'll just watch them on Monday.
Yeah. Man, I used to do that. If I didn't have to, like, if I didn't go live for them, I used to just record them all and just watch them either like at like after it was over or whatever, and just slim through it because they're just like you'd save so much time.
Yeah, that's what I do with, not to break the facade of my my channel, but because when Friday hits, I'm like, I need to get away. I'm in this spot for work too, so I'm in front of these monitors all day.
Are you?
Oh yeah. So
yeah, that's probably very stressful.
Oh, I need to get out of here. So when Friday comes, I'm like, all right, Monday I'll go back. I'll watch Collision. I'll watch SmackDown. I'll watch pay-per-views. And I started putting a notepad together. You're gonna laugh at this. I have a notepad together, and it has the dates in the shows. So as I'm watching stuff, I take it off, and I know what I'm watching. So, like, it's one of those old people things. My grandfather used to do.
You got to do that because there's just so much. There's so much shit on you just forget stuff. Like that's what I've even trying to think about doing, is just writing notes down when I'm watching the shows, because there's so much I forget sometimes that it just like these shows blend in because I'm here all the time and they're on so often that it just, you don't know. Like there's sometimes I'm like, wait, that happened on last week's Raw. I thought that happened 2 weeks ago. Oh freaking, like they're all just, and half the time we're having the same damn tag team matches every Monday night. And Raw and SmackDown, I get why you can't do SmackDown, man. SmackDown feels like it's 7 hours some days. I am sitting here and I'm just like, this is the longest 3 hours of my life. I'm like, what is going on?
It's, and I don't know about you, Tino, but like for me, a weekend, I'm a social animal. So like, I need to be out and about, even if it's at the bar for a couple hours, even if it's again, go to the gym or just doing something. I can't. And this is no offense to anyone who doesn't. I just can't be like stationary for like a whole weekend.
Yeah, see, I'm the opposite. Where like I like doing things, but the problem is like I just moved to Wisconsin and I don't have any friends, and the few friends I have made out here have been very bad situation, like what I told you I have to do tomorrow before we started recording and everything. Yeah. Like I just not. So it's like I'm like traumatized. Or it's like I don't mind going. Like I live in a community that's like a bar, but even when I go there, I don't like talking to people because I'm like afraid that they're all gonna be the same. So it's like I like doing that, but I also like for me sometimes it's healthier to be alone because then I don't get let down or like rejected or like, because people love to tell me like, oh, I'm gonna come over, or I'm gonna come on the podcast, and then they don't show up. It's like, what the heck? Like that's what I look forward to, and it's just like, come on, it's not that hard to show up, and when you say just do it, Like we talked for a week, and we texted, I made sure, and here you are, not that difficult. So
when you were
I'm
like,
very
hey,
social if I find the right people, but I just have a hard time trusting people because I've been screwed by so many people that, yeah. And even my house, like I have so many collectible items. I mean, I'm sure and it's all the episodes. Yeah. I have so much collectible. I don't even like people in my house because they see it and they're like, "Ooh, money, money, money," and they don't know how much some of these things are worth. And I don't need them going to, because I know all the shit I got. I know where it's at. I know what Superstars is what, and if I see anything out of place, I know you can't touch nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. I feel that. I have a lot of back in Rhode Island, man. I'll have to show. I'd have to send you photos someday. I inherited all my uncle's music when he passed, so I have like 3,000 CDs. I own like every video game console almost. ever created. That's all in storage right now. But I'd like to kind of like set it up at some point. But I'm the same way. I just want to look at it. I don't want nobody touching it.
Yup. Yeah, because I had my cousin's dog was here like 6 months ago, and he bit off one of Rey Mysterio's hands out of one of my Rey Mysterio's figures. I found a hand and a belt underneath my couch. I was like, damn.
Was this The Godfather?
I was like, damn, dog. So, yeah. Oh. WWE 2K25 is available. Man, that hype for that game went real fast. It was so hyped, and then it all went downhill. Sometimes it's like that happens a lot with people, like with games and anything. It's like you have so much hype, and then it all fades away real quick.
Gaming's another one. I mean, I feel like the market's getting ready to crash because like there's a lot of like everyone's doing what EA's doing, where you get like a half-ass game and then you get a DLC and you got to do these patches but
man, like they just came out with like Madden's release date, and it's like I want to pre-order it, but like it's like I don't want to pre-order it. Like it's the same shit every single year, and I'm going to, but like that's why the only game I ever buy everything for is the WWE game, and even that you don't get everything because they have all the stupid bullshit Persona cards, and then you got to unlock this, and you still got to play Showcase, and you got to like why am I spending $160 if I still have to play all these modes? And I don't mind playing some of them. I don't want to play my faction.
Yeah. I don't. And again, if you're watching wrestling or you're watching baseball, you don't want to spend all your time doing that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit, I have a problem. I just finished the whole season of MLB and the show. I was like, damn. Oops. But that's what I get excited to do. I like sitting down watching my show and playing like 3 games of Madden or playing like 3 matches of WWE. That's literally my excitement for the day after I'm done podcasting.
Yeah, and that's awesome. You know, I'm kind of like for a while. You look like you're ready to pass out. For a while, I didn't game for almost a whole year. I was reading.
Ooh.
Like I'm just reading stuff, you know, I'm science fiction or fantasy or economics or history. I had to put everything away and just focus on a book.
I don't have the attention span to read. I've tried and I just can't. Like there was one time we had to do it in junior year of high school, and I literally had to have like a teacher help me read the book because I just couldn't. Like I would sit there and it just didn't comprehend with me. I just didn't like.
You're not the only person. I think there's a lot of people in our generation who are like that.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't like to read. My girlfriend doesn't like to read unless it's certain books.
NXT. TNA World Championship tonight. Yes, I did say that. It's not Thursday night. It's Tuesday night, and it's NXT. But the TNA Championship is on the line. And can Boozer throw a fucking strike for the life of him? And no, he cannot. Oh, yeah. We going bouncy. Man, Javon Evans is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Javon Evans is going to be this generation's Kofi Kingston, I feel like. Something like that. Like, he's going to be that guy to have, like, a career, and I feel like eventually that moment that he wins the big one is going to be insane. Like, he's only what he can't. I think he just started being able to drink. I think his birthday just hit. I think he's just 21. Like, shit, he might not even be 21 yet.
21.
Is he
just
21?
Turned 21 in April.
He gone. 21 in April.
He's the guy in 20, 30 years, you and I will be doing another one of these podcasts because what else are we going to be doing at that point?
Yeah.
You know, when we talked about, I remember we were talking about this, watching NXT,
Oh, I know. I say that now. I'm like, I remember watching. Like, that's the thing. It's so funny. There's times where I'll be listening to people and they're like, I don't remember WrestleMania 22. And I'm like, well, I do. I'm like, I remember Ray winning, Cena, Triple H, Shawn, and Vince. Like, I'm just like, I feel old. I'm like, shit.
Yeah, I don't like to bring up with Scott. I think Scott's been watching wrestling longer than I've been alive.
How is Scott doing? I haven't talked to Scott in a while.
Scott's good. He's working. Obviously, for his job. Things finished up for the year, so he's just doing. He's working. I think he's gaming right now. We were just chatting a little bit. Living his best life, as the folks like to say.
Sometimes you just got to do that,
He and I, we've
Double
been
stop. Swipe. That's what it is. Their team. I forgot what their team name is. It's Swipe Right.
Oh, is that the guy? Okay.
The dudes from Evolve.
That's
Ethan. Your little group didn't do so well.
Yeah. No.
Oh, it's time. It's almost time for main event time, everybody. Trick Williams gonna whoop that trick as he takes out Mike Santana for that TNA World Championship. But another commercial break.
I will say that NXT seems to go by faster than most wrestling shows.
Yes, because it's only 2 hours. That's literally what it is. Like, it's just like 2 hours is the perfect, or even 2.5. Like, I don't even mind Raw sometimes because 2.5 sometimes works. But that 3 hours, man, I am literally like SmackDown. I literally feel like I'm just sitting there for hours. And like, I try so hard to get people to come on the show because sometimes it just, like I said, it makes the show go by so much quicker if I have somebody to talk to and chat with and me just sitting there twiddling my thumbs. Especially sometimes because the chat, man. There's been times where I've sat here for an hour and 20 minutes and nobody chatted. And I'm just like, well, what do you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm here. What do you want to?
Whoever's here, whatever. I don't know if you're here, guys, unless you chat. You could chat on X, you could chat on Twitch, wherever you're watching from. Don't have to be on YouTube to chat. And I don't bite. Right? I don't think yet.
I would assume not.
No. No. And now, yes. Now, Miss Show. It is. Almost. Oh, life-threatening. They love these commercials. Just one hit. Well, of course, one hit because they don't know how to hit the ball. They're a minor league team. Literally. Yeah. Coffee cream. Ooh. Man, I want to just do one of these commercials and just act a fool and just spill ice cream and shit, All that, I don't know where. Safe. No. Ooh. Taco Tuesday. Today is Tuesday. Do you like tacos?
Do I like tacos? What kind of question is that, Tino?
I don't like tacos. I don't like tacos.
You don't like tacos?
I like Taco Bell, but like if somebody's making homemade tacos, I don't know. It's not my thing.
Interesting.
Like I'll eat it if I have to, but like I just like it doesn't like hit the spot for me like other things do.
Is it like the seasoning or like what?
I think it just honestly like growing up, we were always barbecuing and having like barbecues and this or that or whatever. So it was never like a taco. Like the closest thing we had to Taco Bell or to taco was Taco Bell. Or like my mom would start to make food like tacos, but like to be honest, my mom isn't the best cook and nothing against her. There's certain things she can't cook. So I think that's kind of what it is. But like even like my roommate that I had for a year made tacos and it just wasn't like I don't know. And like, because I like sour cream, like I love sour cream. I love like the meat, but that's all like I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, no, I'm a big taco guy. It's one of my favorites. Actually, my girlfriend, she's really good at making a lot of different things. So tacos are up there. We like to eat a lot of Indian food. She makes chicken tikka masala a lot.
What is that?
Indian food. It's just like chicken with curry.
Oh, okay.
And rice. We make Jamaican jerk chicken, which is like blackened jerk, just the way the chicken seasoned. She's introduced me to stuff. I'm like, I've never tried this, but I'm always willing to try something new. We don't barbecue enough though.
Yeah, and that's how I am. My mom will make me try something. I don't mind, but like I'm just like there's certain things that I just like. I also think that has a lot to, like I said, all we did was as kids is barbecue. Because all we would ever do is have barbecue parties and people and over and this and that. And like, especially once it got nice out, like after Memorial Day or whatever. Was it Memorial Day they just ended?
Yeah.
Like from here on out, if we were still like growing up, like it would be like party central every day. Like if I had a podcast at my old house, there would probably be people walking in and out behind me because there were just so many people at my house all the time.
Yeah.
AVP is San Diego. Saturday. Some volleyball. We got Oba, Stevie, and Robert. So did you know Oba's accent is not real?
I did not know that, but I know we went to school in Tennessee or something like that.
Yeah, I forgot who. I think it was Kyle or somebody that was talking to me, and he pointed it out. He was like, "Oh, listen to one of his old like promos." I was like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah,
He sounds like a normal person.
I mean, he was born in Nigeria, but he did go to Mid Tennessee State.
Oh, we got. What are they calling themselves? I don't freaking know. We got Sol Ruka and Zarya. Oh, and Tatum. Tatum going through it. Lost her two best friends. Hate life, man. I don't know. That's like you losing Ethan and Sam. I said Sam. You're Sam.
Yep. Yeah, that would be that's a whole character arc right there. I'd change, I'd go full heel.
Oh my god, I'm dead. We got Izzy Dane back again. Izzy don't know what she's doing. Why are they allowing a naked Barbie doll on the TV right now? You just noticed that? Like, what the fuck? Oh, Michael A. Go way back. That ball, you can't put it on the board. Yes. Michael A. Taylor with the 3-run home run. Leave me alone. This is what I get excited for. The White Sox are winning for once. Miracles happen. But we got Tony D. And isn't this Thea Hale's boyfriend? Isn't this the one Cora Jade was dating and then they broke up and then he some shit or I'm sorry, Eleanor Black. I want to make sure.
I'm not sure.
I get confused. They all look the same nowadays. Yeah, have you noticed that too? I guess you don't watch NXT a lot, but the Speed title is usually not on TV, and that has been with Soul lately.
I've heard that from Scott and you said the Speed title, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Scott and Ethan both said the same thing. Who's the men's Speed champion?
Dragon Lee.
Yeah.
No, it's El Grande Americano now. That's right.
Yeah, he never has the belt on him.
Oh, we got an NXT championship match next Tuesday. It's Jasper Troy taking on Oba Femi. We got Shawn Legacy. He'll take on the winner of this weekend's winner at Worlds Collide. North American title. The Fatal 4-Way. Oh, shoot. Thank God you're here tonight because I'd low-key feel like I probably would have fallen asleep.
You'd be like this.
Yup.
I used to do that when I used to buy the AEW pay-per-views. When I'd watch them, by the time midnight would happen on the second to last match, me and my friends are like, then the paper would be over and we're like, oh, time for bed.
Even Double or Nothing, like I literally was trying to stay awake after the Anarchy in the Arena. It's just that there's so it's like we're here for 2 hours and it's just like there's no reason for it to be a 6-7 hour pay-per-view with 13 matches. Those days are over, Tony. We're not in 2003 anymore.
The pay-per-view length wouldn't be so bad if it started earlier. That's, I think, the problem.
That too, like started at like 4 or 5. Like WrestleMania used to start at 6 o'clock. It would go 4 hours and it was fine. But now they start everything at 3 o'clock and we got to have a 3-hour pre-show. And like, there's no reason for all of that. But it is main event time and it is another commercial break. So go take a break, go get a water, go to the bathroom, go do what you got to do. And we'll be back after this to finish off NXT as I got to go to the bathroom.
fall in my pretty little web of lies? But you wanna fall just to see me catch, gonna eat you alive. So you wanna fall in my pretty little web of lies? But you wanna fall just to see me catch, gonna eat you alive. You've done enough, I know. Do you think I'm a joke? Holding on a glimpse of hope, change your tone, cigarette smoke match, and strike a pose. Hearts are intertwinable. I'm known to be unlikable, unhushable, just fuckable. Dangerous, you say that I'm dangerous. You're the one who's feeling us. An elaborate spell, I'm choking up. No, and I know I should let it go. Got myself control when I went to ghost. Lost my inner soul. Open up and close, open up, I'm close. Taking off your clothes, taking off your clothes. Say you wanna fall in my pretty little web of lies, but you wanna fall just to see me catch, gonna eat you alive. Say you wanna fall in my pretty little web of lies, but you wanna fall just to see me catch, gonna eat you alive.
Wanted dead or alive, see the pain in your eyes. Can I swallow my pride? But I wanna just die. Kill what's ever inside. It's not one of a kind. I'm not one to decide. You're not one of my side. Craving emotions. I hope when you notice. Relax that I'm losing my focus. Relaxing to cope, and I'm loving you broken and choking the walls. And I'm pulling them closer. It's over. I'm putting up borders. You down to make out in the morning.
Man, about to fall, gonna lose it all. It's just clear to see. I look to my left, I can see what's right. Demons are chasing me. Writing on the wall doesn't leave a paper trail. But that means I can read the room. I don't follow cues. Will I go to hell? I'll see. Say you wanna fall in my pretty little web of lies, but you wanna fall just to see me catch, gonna eat you alive. Say you wanna fall in my pretty little web of lies, but you wanna fall just to see me catch, gonna eat you alive. Come and go as you please, girl. Don't forget your keys. Don't mistake wants and needs. Heartbreaks wanting me. Pain makes it hard to see. Weaving lies, yeah, you using me. Pain makes it hard to see. Yet you're a certainty. Let me know the truth about you. Say you wanna fall in my pretty little web of lies, but you wanna fall just to see me catch, gonna eat you alive. Say you wanna fall in my pretty little web of lies, but you wanna fall just to see me catch, gonna eat you alive. Say you wanna fall in my pretty little web of lies, but you wanna fall just to see me catch, gonna eat you alive. Say you wanna fall in my.
And we are back.
Back just in time for more commercials.
It never ends.
Actually, it never ended, honestly.
I gotta just. We got Stephanie Vach here, pulling double duty also, and Lola Vice taking on Dalcy. And I am just not going to be able to pronounce any of these people's names. We got Javon Evans, Ray Phoenix, Ladardo Kid, and Javon Evans. Man, I'm going to hire somebody to just sit here and just say wrestling names to me.
So, looking at this quickly, not to interrupt, it is 3 p.m. Eastern, so that's 2 p.m. Central. So you're good. certainly.
Oh, it is 2 p.m. So okay. Tom the Stretch. Whoop that trigger, whoop that trigger, whoop that trigger. I like it.
Do you think Trick Williams goes up after he loses the TNA title?
I think he does, but it's just like, what do they do with him? Does he go with Mello? Does he try to like interrupt Miz and Mount? Like, what does he do? Because like that's just my thing. It's like I just hate that they bring these people up and then they don't have really anything for them to really go and do. And then we're like Mello. Like I think Mello should have been in Money in the Bank. There's no reason he should not be in Money in the Bank. So it just I don't know. But that's just my thing is what do they do with him? But yeah, I think he's gonna be like how Mello was last year. I think he'll be the first pick this year from NXT. Because I'll say it right now before it starts. I bet you Mike Santana wins. Just to throw it out there before it starts.
Interesting. We're gonna only have the belt for a couple weeks.
They never said Trick was going to be the champion for too long.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of curious. I want to really just if it goes back to TNA, it goes back to TNA, and then Trick goes up. If not, I don't know. We have 15 minutes though, so let's see how this plays out, folks.
I also think that Joe Hendry could come out here too during this match and cause shenanigans. Because again, Joe Hendry wants the title to go back to the show he's on right now, because I do believe that at some point in some way we're going to see Joe Hendry sign that contract before you know it. And officially be a WWE superstar. Elijah, Elias, Ezekiel. Who the hell is it? I don't know. Don't tell Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens going to lose his shit. What? Like that's the thing too. Like TNA, bro. TNA has their pay-per-views on Friday. Like how am I supposed to remember that when we got Money in the Bank, SmackDown? Like there's so much shit going on. Like and then they have the countdown show now on Fridays before SmackDown.
Yeah,
like,
I have no desire to ever watch unless there's like a match on there. But I'm not sitting there the whole time. It's kind of like, I'll be honest with you, the Super Bowl. I'll watch maybe the 15 minutes going off till like from the Pledge of Allegiance onward, about then, or when the teams come out. I don't sit there and watch the noon till 6 broadcast. It's unnecessary. It's my take, though.
Just too much. Just dynamite. We're still at 3 subscribers, guys. I don't know what's going on. Why none of you can hit that subscribe button? Hit that subscribe button. I listen. I don't want to be mean, but I just gotta start poking you people. See? No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. We got 12 minutes. I bet you we still have 2 more commercials.
I would take that bet. I would take that bet.
No, I know. It's just so funny. And now the audio went out. Oh, now it's back.
Speed title.
Oh, that's the same commercial. Like see, like that. Like that with that message was from 13 minutes ago. And bro, there's been a few times where I was live for so long that I thought I got different messages, and it was the same message I was reading 4 times. I was like, oops. We don't have our beloved J-Dog in the chat tonight, so the chat's a little quieter than usual. J-Dog causes drama.
Solid.
He said solid. Just like Ethan. I'm sure Ethan causes drama in your guys' episodes. Mr. Ethan.
No, not as much as it does get a little feisty, but
He is
we
a little
we have a good time.
It's the ginger is what it is, man. Us gingers, you know, we're a little feisty.
Gets everyone on edge. Be like,
Mike Santana in the lead and in the momentum as he's gonna jump out. He's gonna take him out on the outside, or no, he's not. Trick in a move. Trick said, "What's up, Elijah?" Or whatever his name is right now, right? Elijah.
what if? And hear me out. This is gonna be some batshit idea.
What do you got?
What if Santana doesn't win and they're hinting at Elijah winning the belt?
Man, that'd be weird. That'd be crazy though. Because it's one of those things that, like, you know, like that's the one thing too. Like I kind of like it's like I said earlier, with people being like, who would have thought he'd ever have the chance to win a world title?
Mhm.
And I don't know. I just find that stuff really cool, especially because I feel like all they did with him in WWE is he just came out and played the guitar all the time for no reason.
Well, think about Joe Hendry. I mean, the first time he showed up in NXT for the Battle Royal, he like got jobbed out.
Yep. Oh, State Farm. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, it's that one hard. Man, I just selective song. Tiffany Stratton clears Timu Tiffany, aka Mariah May. I'm fucking see like the stupid shit that they want. Everybody wanted her in WWE so bad, and then now she's here, and now we're already making comments about it. It's just like, come on, you're never happy, people.
It's you know what it is. It's the tribalism. You know, there's a lot of people who watch WWE. They don't touch anything else. That's all they know. That's fine. Because, you know, we had WWE for only like 20 years. And then these other people come out and like, I don't know who this is. I'm like, all right, well, why don't you do some digging? We got the internet now.
Yep. And that's all it is. Honestly, you just got to watch some of the things and some of the, you know.
Or you
Again,
Google.
like I said, it's hard to watch everything, but I mean, you know, we're all on our phones. That's why, like, when people don't answer a text or whatever, it's like we all have our phones attached to our hips. Like I'm sure while we were taking our break, I'm sure you were just scrolling through your phone, whatever. It's like it takes 3 seconds to send a text message. So, like, when you say you can't answer a message or anything, we're all on our phones. I gotta stop now with the dramatics and the this and that. We're not like freaking John Cena or The Rock where we don't have, you know, we have people answering our phone.
Yeah.
Are you paying $100 to talk to Mercedes Moné, by the way?
No.
He said no. He said, I got a wife or a girlfriend.
Yeah. No. No. Even if I didn't, some people, if they're into that, that's whatever.
I'm lonely, man. I'm thinking about it. Hell
For
no.
me,
I don't got $100 to talk to an AI chat version of Mercedes. You know damn well it ain't really Mercedes, too.
No, it's, you know, Michael. Some
It's
guy
who?
named Michael. Some guy named Michael behind the with like a voice changer.
It's her manager.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of over it playing this person is because they weren't in WWE. Dude, that's the Vince mentality. That's what Vince did for years with these people.
Yeah.
You didn't have a career if you weren't in WWE, bro.
Yo,
Get
we
over
were all fucking like not we weren't like traumatized, but I think we were all like programmed that way. Because I even catch myself too, like even thinking about that too, where it's just like there were certain ways Vince did it for so long that that's all we knew. That's why like I feel like sometimes people like may not like it, but they're just not used to it because for so long we were used to what Vince had us on TV for so long.
Mhm.
You ain't
Yeah.
dating nobody. You ain't dating nobody. Main in the glass. He said he did. He said he dated. You ain't dating nobody. You wish you were dating her. You ain't dating her though. Are you taking her out to Sub City? One of my friends from Chicago works at Sub City, and I always make jokes with him. Yeah. He's mad at me. I just went to Chicago like 3 weeks ago, and I didn't go and visit him.
It happens. It happens.
I
I'm
know.
making it to Rhode Island in a month, and people I will see, and there will be people I won't see, and then that's that.
I know.
Life
I
goes on.
try so hard to see everybody that I when I go to, and it's just so hard because everybody lives in different parts and different sides, and you can only go and move so fast. I feel like, and I don't like driving as it is because I do Uber and DoorDash. I hate driving. If I didn't have to, I would not do it. And I want someone to drive me around.
I love driving, so I'm actually driving to Rhode Island from Tampa.
How far is that?
It's a ways. It'll take me. I won't drive straight through, but I'll like leave on Thursday and be there by Friday night.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, the Rhode Island is so small. I can see everybody, but then I got to start penciling people in. I'm going to see you, and I got to make time for you, and then we're going to have lunch, and then I'm going to grab a snack with this person. I'm going to have a beer with this person.
You said a snack. Y'all have a snack.
I did that the first time I went up. So it's kind of like you got to start filtering people. It's like, who do you want to stay?
That's in the gap. Sorry. Oh, and it goes off the thing. White Sox don't score runs a lot, so I got to get excited when it happens.
No, that's perfectly fine. I think that's what I'm trying to. A couple of your comments, I'm like, is he talking about the show right now, or is he talking about the Sox?
I'm talking about the White Sox. Yeah. Listen, I've been going live every day for 3 years. I've told people since I started. I'm like, when I first started, I'm like, we're gonna be watching wrestling, but I also have football. I got NBA. I got baseball. I got everything else on another TV. So. Shoot, there's times I'm watching 2.5 Men on a Tuesday or a Wednesday because there's nothing on. I'm just like, gotta have something in the background. Especially all these commercials, man. You gotta have something on. It makes time go by a little quicker.
I used to listen to Bill Burr's podcast, and during playoff football, he'd be like talking on his podcast in the game. He's like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? Why'd you you're throwing the fucking ball? You could have just walked it and got the first down, like mid-show." And I'm like, "That's great."
Hell yeah.
Stop doing that.
Don't stop, won't stop. And I always like to tell people that's why like I always say I'm like a different type of a breed because there's a lot of people that like watch wrestling, but there's also a lot of people that don't watch wrestling and other sports. It's usually just wrestling or just like football and just like I watch everything of little bit of everything for the most part. And well, baseball, football, and wrestling are like the three. And I will try to watch like the NBA, but just not when I was really into when it was like Rose and Noah and Taj Gibson for the Bulls, or like when Golden State and Miami and Cleveland were doing their bullshit fucking back to back and all of that nonsense. So, it's just one of those things that people are very shocked sometimes too, I think, because, there's a lot of stuff to know. 450. 1, 2. And he grabs it with his fingertips. Oh, his finger. Well, these commercials should start paying me and Sam.
I'd say so.
Because if they have enough ads. OKC in 5, he's saying. Who you got in the finals?
I'm gonna say OKC. Probably about 4 or 5.
I think it's crazy that OKC is back in the finals. Like I and that's the thing. Like when I kind of started getting out of basketball. Like when it was like when Kevin Durant started, he was gonna go to all these different teams. Like I don't know why it just finally felt like it was like nobody's loyal nowadays. And like nowadays, like I didn't even know Jimmy Butler was on Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Top Dollar, AJ Francis. Fucking, I'm dead. I'm so done.
We're gonna go this route, huh?
We cheating here tonight as Trick Williams got a little help from TNA. Man, They brought you, man. You know the shit that people are gonna say is that they released our truth, but they brought back AJ Francis.
Oh, they're gonna lose their minds over this.
And still, your NXT champion or NXT champion. I don't even know what show we're watching. It is your TNA champion. I got the right show, wrong title. Trick Williams with a little help from AJ Francis and the guy with pink hair. But that's how we end the show. And AJ Francis is back in WWE. I'm fucking dead. But Sam, I want to thank you for coming and hanging out, getting me through this show because I dead ass might have fallen asleep. So if you want to let everybody know where to find you, what you got going on for Money in the Bank week and all that good stuff, this is your time to shine. So I appreciate it, man.
And thank you so much, Dino. Guys, you can find me as the SOB official. We're also on I run the Bedlam Media, our parent company X account, media_Bedlam. Above the Ring, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Discord, TikTok. You can find us everywhere. We're on all streaming platforms. Find us, guys. And don't forget to join the Bedlam as we like to end our shows.
Hey, well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you as always. Guys, you know where to find me. Southside Boys, OTM. Go check them out. Main Event Network. They go live in 10 minutes. NXT Night Shift. Go hang out with Jay Gold and Kyle as we talk. And they talk about Mariah May, what just happened with Trick Williams and everything else. We'll be back here tomorrow for a doubleheader as we got Season 2 of WWE 2K25 My GMO. And as we go back and rewatch Money in the Bank 2018 Retro that was in Chicago, Illinois. And I got some stories to tell you because I was supposed to go to that one. And then my cousin didn't want to go, and I'm still mad about that. So that will be tomorrow. But, guys, thank you, Sam. Thank you, Above the Ring. Can't wait to have you guys back on again. But enjoy your Tuesday night, guys. And we'll see you all tomorrow, starting a doubleheader at 4 p.m.